I was called into the NSMQ team by our trainer that time, Sparrow. So I think I was on the west. I was in Copon House, and on one fateful Sunday, he walked all the way from the east to the west to come and call me to join the NSMQ team. So that was where the journey started. And well, we worked very hard. I represented the school. We got to I think quarterfinals during that year, and then since then I've been helping train the students.
Okay. So right now, being a doctor, do you think that NSMQ has paid off during your years of medical school?
Yes. The NSMQ, as I always say, the training in the NSMQ team it's the victory in and of itself. Okay. So usually I encourage the student that even if you don't win the NSMQ, the discipline and the trainings that you go through equips you for life. And some of the disciplines of studying very hard took us through medical school, and then some of my friends in engineering school and in other places, they all benefited from the training.
So we are going to be looking at NSMQ in your time, right? And then we'll also look at NSMQ now, since you've also been with the students that are actually going to represent this year. You could tell us a bit about their experience so far. But before that, I would want the audience to know how NSMQ was like in your time, the discipline, all that.
Okay, so there's been a lot of changes in the NSMQ. That's the content of the quiz itself, and then even now the caliber of students that we have. There are a lot of changes. So usually it's not very how do you call it? Well, I wouldn't say important, but it's very difficult trying to compare year groups when it comes to the NSMQ.
Okay.
Yeah, but during my time, I think yes. So prior to my time, that's all the way up to from whenever NSMQ started to 2013. There were 3 contestants. I think that's 2012 or 2013. There were actually 3 contestants. But during my time, that's 2014. They changed it to 2 contestants.
Okay.
So that made it a bit challenging, because that means that you should have one student that is very, very good with calculations and another student who has content. So usually it's very good. Usually one thing that I've seen is that the students that have content are very slow when it comes to calculations. And then those that are very fast, usually, they don't have much content. So the pairing then becomes very difficult. Unlike those days that there were 3 contestants, and then there were several attempts. You could answer in 3 attempts. Now it's only 1 attempt. So those days, one person can calculate, make a mistake, another person will calculate, get it correct. But now you only have 1 attempt, 2 contestants. So it's making it very, very competitive and very challenging. Yeah.
So I mean, looking at NSMQ in your time in Achimota School, do you think that maybe, for lack of a better way to put it, now the school is not so serious about winning the trophy like how it was in 2004?
2014.
2004.
2014 when they won.
They won.
Okay. Yeah. So I believe that the school is actually doing more now than during my time. I can't say for 2004 because I wasn't there, but when I compare to my time in 2014, I think now the school is actually doing more. During my time, the NSMQ was only handed by the old students, Sparrow, with minimal involvement of the teachers and administration.
Okay.
But now we have all the stakeholders coming on board. Usually 4 main stakeholders. That's the student themselves, the teachers, the old teachers, and administration. And as I'll highlight later on, you have all these 4 stakeholders must work together in order for the team to be successful. But during our time, it was only in the hands of the old students with minimum help from the teachers and then the administration. But those times, the desire to win the quiz was from the contestants themselves, their
Okay.
desire to actually win the contest.
Okay.
So that is the only thing that I see over the years lacking in Achimota School. Now it looks as though administration and teachers wants the student to win more than the student wants to
More
win
than
for
the student
themselves.
themselves.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
And that has been one of our major challenges. So, of course, talking about the contribution from the school, I think that now the school is doing more
Much
because now they've seen that a lot the NSMQ is actually now a big deal,
It's
and
like
hence
a big beacon for the
yes,
schools. Yeah.
unlike during our time here.